So, here's something that you need to understand, and you need to understand it real quickly. You need to understand that you're in a competition. You like it or not, you are in a competition. You are in a race, and it's may the best man win. So, you have to understand that you like it or not, there are people who want what you want, and there are people who have the same goals as you. And also, there are people who are working 10 times more than you, regardless of how they feel, regardless of how their day went, or what happened to them yesterday or last week or last month. They still show up and try their best to get closer to what they want or to their goals. So you have to understand that sometimes, regardless, you have to keep in mind that the world really doesn't care about what happened to you. The world won't stop because you had a bad day, or the world won't stop because you don't feel good or you're feeling down and all of that. You have to understand that you are in a competition and you have to be competent. It is like, let's make an example. So a few days back I injured my leg, yeah?
Not looking good.
I injured my leg, man. I couldn't walk properly. I couldn't do a couple of things. And I realized that, damn, in those few days where I couldn't do much, like let's say go for a run and things like that, I realized that a setback happened. Like a setback happened. When I was injured and I couldn't do much, I couldn't get rid of the idea that, damn, there could be someone out there who's also injured, but they are doing something. Regardless of what happens to them, they are doing something. And me, I'm injured and I'm just sitting. So one thing that I do understand is I can't give myself the credit of not doing what I say I want to do because of how I feel or how my day went and all of that. Because I understand one thing, and one thing that we are all in a competition, you like it or not. There's someone who wants what you want. There's someone who has the same mindset as you, and sometimes that person is way more competent than you. That's something that you must keep in mind. There's always someone who will be working 10 times harder than you. There's someone who will still show up more than you do, regardless of how they feel. And if that doesn't make you feel anything, hey, I don't know. Because I won't lie to you, man. Because everything you want, someone wants. And they will get it. And sometimes not because they're smarter than you or they're stronger than you. It's just because they kept showing up. They kept doing what they say they will do, regardless of how they felt, or regardless of how things are going on in their life. So with us, we like giving ourselves this credit of, I know today is not the day, I don't feel like it today. And that's a huge problem, because you must always keep in mind that there's someone out there who might even feel the same way that you feel. Maybe they feel down or they feel depressed, but they still look at things they still look at things and be like, damn, I know there's someone out there who feels the same way as I do, or facing the same challenges as I am, but they will still put in the work and they will still show up. So what I'm trying to say is, you have to try your best. I mean, there will be days where you feel like shit. There will be days where you feel like shit. There will be days where you feel like not doing anything. And it's, I don't know, you feel blue. That's why they say that you feel blue. And you must sit there and realize that the world doesn't care. Your competitor doesn't care. And they will destroy you in every way. They will be ahead of you. They will do more than you. And they will always get more than you. Regardless, you all might be facing the same challenges, same situations, same circumstances, but because of them, they don't care about that. They are still laser focused on what they want, and they made a promise that regardless of how they feel, regardless of what they're going through, they will still put in the work and they will push themselves to their limits. So you have to understand that, like, the world is not in your favor. Like, you have to understand that the world is really not in your favor. You could be sitting and be comfortable, but don't forget that people want what you want. They want you, and they're going to get it. Imagine you want something so bad. Just imagine this. Imagine you want something so bad. Maybe you're losing sleep over it and whatever. And there's also some, let's make an example. Let's say with the title. Let's say maybe in a UFC match, there's a belt. Both you and your competitor, you want the same belt. He wants it more than you. Do you think that before the match, or let me say those training days and whatever before the match, do you think there'll come a day where maybe they don't feel like training, or they feel depressed and they'll skip gym? They'll never do that, because they understand that there's a title that has to be attained and the other person wants it as bad as I do. You have to look at it like that, because one way or another, there is someone who wants the same title as you. And if you are not going to perform because you don't feel okay, or you feel depressed, or you just don't feel like it, you'll definitely get destroyed on that match day. Because with them, regardless of how they felt, regardless of maybe they got a message from their girlfriend telling him they should break up, he never skipped gym day, he never skipped training, it's definitely going to destroy you. Because there was maybe that 1, 2, 3 days you felt depressed, you decided, no, I'm just going to chill. With them, they put all of those feelings aside, they put all of those thoughts aside, and they kept on moving forward. So what I'm trying to say is, you have to understand that whatever you want, whatever you are pushing for, remember that you are not the only one who wants that same title. You are not the only one who wants that same prize. And if you are going to give in to one of those days where you don't feel okay and you think taking a step back will help you in any way, trust me, you will be destroyed. Because this is a huge competition and it's a very competitive space. It's a very competitive world where people want what you want. You might not even know them. Can be someone in a different country. But because obviously we have the same goals, they are way more likely to win, or they are way more likely to get what they want, because they never based their work, or they never based their competitiveness through how they feel. So you have to understand that you are in a very huge competition, not with yourself, not with whoever, but understand you are in a very huge competitive space with the world and with people who want what you want. So you have to be smart enough to realize that there will be days where you don't feel like doing anything. There will be days where you want to relax maybe, or you feel some type of way. But you have to remember that on that one day where you decide to relax, on that one day where you decide to take a step back, someone can be doing 10 times the work you could have done on that same day. And you will be destroyed. And you won't stand a chance. And that will destroy you. But without keeping this long, man, I hope you're having a good day. And as always, I will see you on the next one. Peace.